Hello. So, have you heard that there's no such thing as a coincidence? There really isn't. If you actually do believe in the esoteric idea that you create your own reality, in other words, there's a lot of different concepts out there, okay? But in other words, it is your perception that changes the frequencies around you to take matter, whether you want to call it light particles or whatever, and condense it into what you see as your reality. Okay, it's like a hologram or VR, whatever you want to call it, augmented reality. But it's through your perception that this happens, right? Through your beliefs. If you buy into that, if that's something you're choosing to believe, you're going to have the awareness that that means literally everything in your reality is coming from your higher self, your oversoul, your soul, whatever you want to call it. The way it was shown to me in one of my meditations was I'm like this tiny little avatar on the planet, and the avatar on the planet is projecting out, creating a planet, but with the help of other energies. It wasn't just me. There was other energies helping create the planet. But then there was a tether to me, and I'm actually this giant white glowing energy that's housing these different energy nodes. It was wild. And I'm connected to other things and higher things and lower things and all kinds of things. It's interesting. But being shown that helped me really put into perspective and visualize it in my mind, right, through co-creation with Source, what it is I am doing every day. It's something that I start in the morning reminding myself, right? When I wake up, it's one of the first things I visualize in my mind as I bring back that image that was shown to me, and I reconnect to that idea, that concept, right? I'm integrating that concept to make it a belief, a forever belief. So I'm always connected to my highest good, my higher self. But that means everything around us, you know how they talk about witches do divination or wizards or whatever, or oracles. Anyone who's willing to connect to the energy that is them, the oversoul that's creating the reality, can do this. Because once you start to realize that what you're seeing is what you're supposed to be seeing, it's exactly what you're meant to be seeing, you can start seeing the patterns in which they all connect. Everything has a pattern. From when the birds are flying to which way they fly to the colors, there's patterns everywhere. They're a lot of fun if you're bored or have no friends like me. Anyway. People call them synchronicities. People call them, gifts or whatever you want to call them. And they are. And the more you look for them, the more you find them. And it's not that you're, some kind of witch with super magical divinations or that you're an oracle that can see the future. It's just that you are seeing the energy frequencies and you're seeing the patterns. And it becomes a lot of fun to look for them, because it also is another way for your higher self to guide you, right? If you're out hiking and all of a sudden you stop and you listen and you look and you realize, I hit the button on my Bluetooth and my music started, which meant my voice, the sound stopped, so I had to restart the video. Anyways, I think the point was pretty much made, is that you have to really grasp that concept of reality, that you are creating it all. And so it's not about divination. It's not some weird magical superpower. You start to realize that it's just your higher self is talking to you all the time through everything. And the nice thing about understanding that and realizing that is you stop judging and criticizing the things that you're doing and experiencing. And we will find that, especially as we come out of the system, that often we still have programming or judgmental issues, right, that get triggered as we let ourselves experience things that are uncomfortable, right? They're not necessarily stealing our peace, because we're at a level now, or at a self-awareness now where we can experience more without it stealing our peace. Because the point isn't to control our environment to the point that everything does exactly what we want. What we're controlling is us, ourselves, how we perceive reality, how reality affects us, because we have control of our own perception, right? Where your energy goes, your focus goes, is where your energy goes. So if you're focusing on certain ideas and concepts, your energy is going to create them. That's what people call this manifestation into your reality. So you really want to practice focusing energy onto concepts and ideas that always feel good for you. And that does take practice initially to kind of switch how your brain is thinking, but it also is a combination of exercise and diet and forgiveness, right? Because we sometimes, as we're doing these things and finding our way, we're gonna do crazy shit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of the nature where I fuck around and find out. You don't know unless you try. I mean, at least once. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things. Anyways, the point is you must really grasp that idea before maybe you can really understand the power you have over your own reality. And once you understand the power you have over your own reality, it's no longer about judging how people are affecting, because they're not affecting you, right? Like you think right now, a lot of people think people are affecting them. Well, you made me mad. No, we didn't. You got mad, but we didn't make you do that. That was a you thing. Once you reach that point where you understand that everything is happening exactly as it's meant to, exactly the way it's meant to, because that's exactly what you need. That's what you are creating. You are creating your reality. Everything that's happening to you is one way or another has something to do with you and all your choices and your beliefs. So once you start recognizing that, you can have fun with it, right? Instead of judging it, criticizing it, and feeling ashamed for it, be like, why did I freaking do that? That's retarded. Why would I do that? Sometimes when I'm driving now, I'm like, why did I put all these cars on the road? What the fuck do I want these cars on the road for? But it's a belief, right? It's a belief about rush hour, because yesterday I went to go trick-or-treating the kids, and I was driving to where we were going to meet family, and it was just rush hour, and I have a belief about rush hour and highways, and sure enough, it propagated rush hour in the highway, in my way. These are things that honestly do change, and I'm not kidding, they do. And that's when people say, ooh, I'm magic. No, you're not magic. You are starting to actually have control over what you are perceiving as reality, so you can create your reality that you prefer. It's wild, but it's fun. And then you can have fun. Stop blaming and stop criticizing yourself for things that you've done. Everything you've done, you did exactly the way you were supposed to. I'm not going to judge you for it. You shouldn't judge yourself for it. Trust me, I've done and made some really shitty fucking choices over the last 15 years. Like, seriously, self-harming ones. Out of all the choices I could make, right? And as Louise Hay always said, and it was my favorite thing, all the things you can do in the day, right? All the things you have control over. Why would you choose to focus on thoughts that make you feel like shit? like you have the power to do anything all day long, and something so simple as focusing on which thoughts, right? Choosing which thoughts to focus on. And we as humans like to focus on the ones that make us feel like pieces of shit. It's just weird when you really think about it. Especially considering that where you focus your energy, that's where your reality is going to be created from. And we all like to focus on shit to make us feel like shit. And then we wonder why our life is like shit. As I've heard before, garbage in, garbage out. Right? All right. So, try to grasp the concept that you are the energy, the power, the thing that's creating all of your reality. And that you're doing everything exactly as it's meant to happen for yourself. Because this is what's helping you reach your highest good. And you're doing great, right? I'm proud of you anyways. Have a great day. Goodbye.